This is my top 3 favorite skins from each season of Fortnite all the way up to Chapter 4, Season 3. For Chapter 1, Season 1, my favorite skin would have to definitely go to the Skull Trooper. I just love the overall theme of this. I really wish I had the purple variant that they added later on, but unfortunately I do not have this skin at all. My second favorite skin will go to the Ghoul Trooper, pretty much for the same reasons as the Skull Trooper, just an overall cool Halloween themed skin. And I also like the pink style they added on later on. It's also really cool to think that the Skull Trooper and the Ghoul Trooper were the first holiday themed skins, I guess. My third favorite spot will be going to the Recon Expert, as she has a very cool bucket hat and in general just a really clean look to her with her color scheme. Moving on to Chapter 1 Season 2. My first spot will definitely be going to the Wukong skin. This skin came out in Season 2 and is just an awesome skin all around. Just really cool theme to it, and I feel like it's just kind of ahead of its time. I still don't have it, so that's unfortunate. My second spot goes to the Funk Ops. I love this skin. It's also very unique from all the skins at the time. Very cool color scheme and, you know, all around funny skin. I love it. And number 3 will be going to the Nutcracker skin. The Nutcracker is the first Christmas skin I ever got from the shop. I did get it in Season 7 though, so, you know. But regardless, it is a very fun skin with like 5 different color variants, which is kind of crazy. Awesome skin. For Chapter 1 Season 3, there was some decently hard choices, but for my first spot, I'm going to actually be giving this to the Steel Sight skin. I love the aesthetic of this skin, and it was actually the skin I wore in my 50 subscribers special video from like 3 years ago. It's kind of funny, but my second spot is going to have to go to the Tomato Head skin. Tomato Head is the first skin that I ever bought in the shop and is still one of my favorite skins, so that's awesome. For the third spot, I went ahead and picked the Rogue Agent skin. This was the first skin I ever got in the game, and I still love the look of it. Code 5 for 1. If you don't know what that means, then there's a link in the description of this video. Moving on to my personal favorite season of Fortnite, Chapter 1, Season 4. My favorite skin is actually going to go to the Omega. Omega was the first Tier 100 skin I ever got, and I still consider him the best. I mean, come on. He's got progressive styles and is one of the coolest looking characters. My second place goes to the Noir skin. This skin has such a cool theme with the detective stuff. I love his black coat and hat, and even his sunglasses are awesome. Third place goes to the Moisty Merman. The Moisty Merman is kind of ugly, but with the extra styles he got later down the road, I could see some great combo potential. Chapter 1 Season 5. For the first place, I picked the Hackavat skin. This skin has this awesome medieval theme to it, and it kind of reminds me of the Lord of the Rings. I mean, come on, he even has a golden ring around his belt. The second place spot goes to the Triage Trooper. This skin is amazing. It has a very cool aesthetic and is like one of the only medical theme skins in the game, which is an awesome theme. And my third favorite skin is the Galaxy skin. This skin was a very unique skin for its time and is in general just a very cool skin. For Chapter 1 Season 6, there was actually a pretty good amount of skins to choose from. So for my favorite skin of Season 6, I'm going to have to say the Heyman. This skin and his female counterpart are the only Scarecrow skins in the game, and they are so cool. I love the theme, and the color scheme is phenomenal. My second place is going to be the Jack Gordon. I don't know why, but this skin is so clean, even though he has a massive pumpkin forehead. I love the pumpkins on his suit as well. My third favorite skin of Season 6 is the Eon skin. I already love the Oblivion skin that it is based off of, but furthermore, I love the color scheme of Eon so much. If this wasn't an Xbox exclusive, I would buy it so fast. Oh my goodness. The amount of amazing skins in Season 7, oh my gosh, this was hard to pick. My favorite skin of Season 7 is the Snow Strike skin. This, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated skins in the game. The snow theme, the knife on her hip, and the color scheme is amazing. Second place is definitely going to Kit Bash. I mean, like, he got a toaster for a head. His hand is a magnet. He's got a brick for a foot, and it looks like his body is an AC unit. This skin is so good. Third place is going to go to the Heartbreaker skin. I wish I had this skin. It's such a funny skin, but also a perfect Valentine skin. Moving on to Chapter 1, Season 8. My favorite skin of this season is the Hopper skin. I love the clean suit, the pink color, and the overall Easter theme is really cool on this one. My second favorite goes to Luminos. The color scheme of this skin is just so good. I also just think it's a very interesting, unique skin. And third place goes to Beast Mode. This skin is pretty chunky, but aside from all of that, I love all 4 styles, and I think robot skins are very cool. Moving on to Chapter 1, Season 9. And oh my gosh, some of the skins in this season make make me want to cry. They're so good. First place is Tsuki, I don't know how to pronounce it. It stood out to me so fast, so it wasn't hard to choose on that one. The reason I chose Tsuki is mostly because it reminds me of Alita from Alita Battle Angel, which is an incredible movie, by the way. It also has a very clean sword backbling and a great aesthetic. Second place is one that I want so bad. It is the Dark Vertex. This skin is an Xbox exclusive skin as well, which is why I don't have it. But first of all, purple is my favorite color, and second of all, I already really like the original skin it's based off of. Now for the third spot, and this one might surprise you, it goes to the Gauge skin. This skin has a ton of great details, a great color scheme, and is only a green skin, which is kind of wild to me. Moving on to the last season of Chapter 1, Season X. For my first place spot, I had to choose Hotwire. This skin is made out of literal electric, which is so cool. I also love his gas mask thing, and this skin works so good with Lachlan's backbling and pickaxes. Second place is going to go to Danger Zone. This skin is based off of Zone Wars, which is a mode I really enjoy, but with that aside, the skin is actually really clean with its color scheme. I also love the armor on this one. Third place, and the last skin from Chapter 1 in this video, will go to Starly. My cousin actually gifted this to me a long time ago as a joke, and it actually ended up growing on me. And her sweater kind of reminds me of Mabel's sweater from Gravity Falls. Now, before moving on to Chapter 2, if you're enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Comment that you subscribed, and I will try my hardest to respond. I have a goal of getting an icon skin in Fortnite, so your subscription is greatly appreciated. Okay, Chapter 2, Season 1. Since this was the longest season in Fortnite history, there was a lot of skins to choose from, but for my favorite skin this season, it has to be Big Mouth. This skin is very unique. I mean, he's literally got a mouth for a face, and his mouth is also his hood. It's like a part of it. I don't even know. And who doesn't love the frog? I mean, look at that guy. Second place, and I actually just bought this skin, goes to the Autumn Queen. This skin is a little less detailed than I would like, but the details that she does have are very cool. I like her crown, the orange leaves, and her belt with mushrooms and stuff. And for my third favorite of Season 1, this spot goes to Zori Bliss. I actually wanted this skin when it first came out, but never got it. I still really want this skin. I absolutely love the aesthetic, and I also need a Star Wars skin. Moving on to, in my opinion, the best season of Chapter 2, Season 2. First place is going to go to the Synth skin. This skin has to be one of the most unique skins I've seen. I love his coat so much, and his hat is spectacular. Second place is going to be taken by the Rue skin. This skin has an incredibly clean aesthetic. I love the colors, but it hasn't returned for controversial reasons. Third place goes to the Taylor skin. This guy has a very cool outfit, but the main reason I chose this skin is because the reactivity on the skin is insane. Alright. Now to Chapter 2, Season 3. My favorite skin of this season is Loser Fruit. I mean, come on. The animation on the skin is so incredibly cool. Second place goes to Bryce 3000. This is such a unique skin. It's a robot in 80s clothes. I dig it. Also, the color scheme is great. Third place goes to my first and only Cuddle Team Leader skin, the Metal Team Leader. For starters, I love robot skins, but also it's a bear. I love it. Now to Chapter 2, Season 4. My favorite one here is definitely the Samurai Scrapper. This thing is so cool. All the armor is so cool. I love uniqueness, and this definitely does it. My second favorite will go to the Good Doctor. The skin is pretty simple, but I love the evil scientist kind of feel of it. He also has a built-in emote that turns him into a monster. And third place will be going to Powerhouse. This guy is like a futuristic warrior, almost like something from Overwatch. He's got awesome armor and everything. Chapter 2, Season 5. Not gonna lie, I'm really not a fan of most of the skins this season, but for my first spot, I went ahead and chose Ant-Man. I'm not too big on the Marvel collabs. I actually really enjoy this one. He has a very clean color scheme, and his suit is really cool. Second place goes to Kratos. This guy is really cool. I remember playing one of the older games, but I haven't played the newer one, so it isn't anything too crazy for me. Third place goes to the T800. Yeah. I really did choose 3 collab skins for this season. The reason I picked this one is because of all the detail. I like robots and I like the Terminator. Now in Chapter 2, Season 6, there's actually a few really good ones. So my favorite skin this season is Eco. This skin is the Chapter 1 map as a skin. Like, where do I start? He has a volcanic area on his shoulder, a lake on his chest, the clock from the clock tower tilted on his shoulder. He has Der Burger, he has a Dusty Depot with the meteor, he has the desert biome, the ice biome, the tomato head belt, and finally, the skin is based off of the Visitor's skin, which is a huge part of the storyline, making it even better. Second place will be Spider Assassin. I don't even know how to describe the skin. It's just really cool. Third place will be Robo Ray because robot. Chapter 2, Season 7. The first place has to be one of the coolest skins I've ever seen. Trespasser Elite. Just look at it. Amazing. My second favorite skin goes to the Burning Wolf, a ninja with a wolf helmet that has pink flames or something coming out of the back. His armor is very cool. Third place goes to Cade. I love the details on the skin, but mostly I just love his coat. And the style has a bucket hat, which I just love. Okay, now on to the last season of Chapter 2, which is Season 8. Guess what my favorite skin is? It's Robo Kevin. He a Robo. Jokes aside, this guy's actually awesome. The colors are great and the details are awesome. Second favorite goes to Graven. This guy is like an Egyptian skeleton raven. The details and theme are just awesome. I love his armor so much. Third place goes to Jinx. I like Arcane and I really enjoy the details of the skin, especially the gun on her hip. Moving on to Chapter 3, starting with Season 1. My favorite skin is my icon skin, Azuki. Okay, he's not actually my icon, but like, he kind of is. Hey, if I ever got a locker bundle in the future, just saying. Second place goes to Vi from Arcane. Yes, I'm a little biased because I love the show, but I actually really love the skin regardless. It's just very detailed. Third goes to Madcap. I just bought the skins. It's so mystical, and it has my favorite color, purple, and he kind of looking like the truffle NPC from Terraria. Chapter 3, Season 2. For the first place, I'ma say, dun 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 dun. Allier. I actually, that's so cringe. I actually really like this skin as it is very similar to Carbide and Omega from Chapter 1 Season 4. Very cool armor. My second favorite skin of this season goes to Guardian Amara. I just like how they took Lux and mixed it up a little bit. Cool aesthetic for sure. Third place is Chica. The animation on the skin is crazy. Kind of like Loser Fruit skin. Chapter 3, Season 3. Oh my gosh, I really don't like the skins this season. Number 1 is Bella Berry. I like strawberries. Number 2 is Indiana Jones. I don't know, it's Indiana Jones and he's cool. And number 3 is Beerus. I'd never seen Dragon Ball. I just like this guy. Moving on to Chapter 3, Season 4. The last season in Chapter 3. My favorite is probably the Trespasser Defector. I don't know, he's basically that other guy, but not as cool. My second favorite is the Paulo Prodigy. This skin is an interesting take on the Renegade Raider, and I really like it. My third favorite is Ash Williams, just because he's the guy from this game. And finally, moving on to Chapter 4, Season 1. My favorite skin is definitely Killeritis. So cool. It's a metal skeleton with green flames. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, my second favorite is the Swamp Knight. This skin has got crazy detail for being a green skin. And my third place is Hoplite Giannis. He's a Spartan or something with lightning in his eyes. Just a very cool skin. Chapter 4, Season 2. My favorite skin this season is the Barrette skin. First of all, I love the color scheme a ton. And secondly, look at the little bear. Second place definitely goes to Rogue Gunner. Really cool skin, especially for being a green skin. And third place will be Combat Tech Jules. Nothing in particular that stood out with this one, just think it's a cool skin. And finally, Chapter 4, Season 3. My favorite skin is actually a leaked skin at the time of recording this. It's called Jitter Shock. I don't even know what he's made of, but it's really cool looking. He also has an awesome outfit and cool goggles. My second favorite is actually another leaked skin at the time of recording this. This one is called Core Knight Talus. Hard to describe this one, but dang does he look cool. And finally, the last skin in this entire video at the third place is Razor Ray. I really enjoy the color scheme of this one. I like her helmet and I love the playing card in her helmet. It's just a really cool reskin of Bullseye, I'd say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see another video like this. And I'm Balin. See ya.